Montreal Canadiens.
Guess how long I'm going to flaunt that.
So when we were doing the McKean's rankings, I think that they had Montreal lower than Toronto at some point, and I thought, you know, man, the Leafs just squeaked into the playoffs. I know that we're all hyped and we want Toronto to do well, and I personally, on a personal level, do, and on a team and citywide level, we wanted to do too. But I'm skeptical to think that they would finish ahead of Montreal. Having said that, if Carey Price falters, they're screwed. That blue line, they got rid of all that mobility. How the hell are they going to score any goals? So what we're going to see, I feel, from Montreal is more of one of those tactics that we were talking about earlier. Dump the puck to center, push the defense or the defensive battles into center, hope for the breakdown, and score more off the rush. Doesn't that sound like the kind of style that Michel Therrien probably would have loved?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Well, and so you've got Drouin is a question mark at center. Is it Plekanec?
Plekanec, Philip Deneau, and then it's pretty thin after
you could put Galch as... I mean, if they were willing to put Drouin as their first center and Galch as their second.
It's not bad.
I can't see how Galchenyuk isn't their #1 center, though. Like, how can he not be?
And you put him with
Doesn't sound like
Drouin.
he'll be a center at all.
Drouin, I don't think, is a good center either. The other thing, too, about Montreal is I think that many people are expecting Drouin to come in and be Radulov's replacement. He is not. He is not, and he won't be. And it's going to be a dramatic change up front for Montreal. When I say they can't score, they can't score.
Really?
Watch him just like the Leafs.
Yeah, well, hey, there's the Leafs defense and there's everybody else's. But so that's where my question marks with Montreal comes, is that it seems like it's an incomplete lineup.
Yeah.
Like they had other plans and were unable to, like, you know, Andrei Markov leaving, which really hurt them.
Well, they got like $8 million in cap space. Like, if they wanted, they could go out there and
they
add
should
to their
have just
team,
signed
but, like,
Andrei Markov. Just sign him.
To too much money. Like, but who cares?
He's Andrei freaking Markov. He's still playing.
You have the space.
Well, they filled that role now with Mark Streit, right? So that's not
and
gonna...
Carl Olsner. Let us not forget.
Well, yeah, Carl Olsner. So, but that kind of goes back to our thing, though, right? Like, I mean, Olsner is he's an okay defenseman, but he's not a puck mover. He's not going to be the guy that gets you the puck up ice. I mean, who's going to get the puck to the forwards? And who's going to skate with the forwards? I mean, Markov was the one that was, and mind you, an aging Markov is better than the non-mobility that they have on the line right now. Shea Weber may be a good guy at the point, and that's another element about defensemen. If you really want to start analyzing how good defensemen are, watch them within the 3 or 4 feet in the offensive blue line. That is going to be more important than being able to rush the puck up ice. So, but anyway, I divest.
Who are the best players to do that?
Shea Weber, Alex Pietrangelo, Drew Doughty is incredible. Brent Burns is incredible. Jake Gardiner is fantastic at doing it. I could give you a laundry list of players that are really good in that top.
Because that is a tricky spot.
Oh, you have to be able to keep pucks in composed fashion, on your feet if possible. Like, it's a tricky skill set, and players that can do that are going to be so much more valuable as defensemen than puck rushers at this point.
Well, and if a player breezes by you and you're flat-footed, like, forget it, that's a breakaway.
You're screwed. Yeah. So you need to be smarter about how you play that in order to not create the situations where you got to boot it to the back, right? Or you got enough support that somebody's already there and you can kind of maneuver, right? But that's a team concept.
Right.
So you got Shea Weber in Montreal, who's fantastic there, but what else does he really do? I mean, I get that he's a presence in the defensive zone, but man, defense is such a team-oriented concept that one guy is not going to intimidate. If you're so scared of Shea Weber, keep the puck on the other side of the ice. Have him come and check you.
Which I think by the numbers they did. Or no, they went after Mark. I'm trying to remember what I saw. Never mind.
Even in terms of play selection, make sure that Weber is covering the weak side of the ice, or he's the support element, never the engage, and he can't really do the transition very well. The forwards are going to have to do that. So there's Montreal's game plan. And that's what I would target if I was an offensive coach. I would make sure never get the puck on Weber's side, or maybe I do want the puck on Weber's side. Hit him with numbers, take him out of the play, and now the rest of the team, you just pluck your little diamonds in your little space wherever you can get them, and you start firing shots on the best goalie in the world.
Is Claude Julien the coach that can successfully execute this? Have they given him enough tools?
I think that they've taken away a lot of the tools that would have made him successful, right? Julien had at the same time, though, when Boston picked up Caberlet for a playoff run, he had Caberlet skating from the back of the net to the red line and dumping the puck in. Was he really using his skill set to the best of his abilities?
I thought Caberlet was a garbage Bruin, but that might not have necessarily
been his fault.
Anyway.
Yeah, and I feel he got a cup. He's got a cup.
Here's my garbage can.
Thanks
right
for
here.
coming. So for the most part, I'm a little skeptical that he's the one to be able to bring all of that out. However,
but he's French Canadian, so that matters.
There's the plus right there.
You can't discount how important that is. Do you live here?
Are you from here? Then you
just trying to go through the Rolodex of.
It's incredible though, but but the things that he did implement, like over the course of the final part of the year, like man,
they got hot and they won the damn division. That they were already winning, I should.
In spite of themselves, I would say. In spite of themselves, they won.
But they always win in spite of themselves. It's the craziest thing.
And
Carey Price, man.
And here's the thing: when we saw in the playoffs, how could they have gotten through that playoff round and score so little? And now you're going to get to the point where you're going to have even less mobility off the front. You're going to have a less talented up forward group, and you expect to score more goals. Montreal's going to be an interesting team to watch this year.